All right, so Poe Rilla, he has this song about King Blood.
Okay.
I know you guys have been wanting to bring light and justice to that situation. Can you talk about that?
I mean, you gotta look at that, the inhumane treatment that man. It's not just him. It's not just him. That whole, you can't have communication with the outside world. How is that even legal? You know what I mean? If terrorists that have attacked our country have rights to communicate with their family, I mean, I think that sentence was a little bit excessive. You know what I mean? I get why they did it, because they're in fear of the letters, because a lot of the letters and stuff that he wrote. But being locked down 23-0,
A lot of the letters that he wrote, what?
that was his main indictment. His indictment was letters that he wrote from prison.
Because there's allegations that he was sending hits and stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, the letters are there. It's not like, we're talking bad about him. The letters are there, whatever's there. They felt that he was a threat to society. I think a couple of people got that sentence. Larry Hoover. Who else is in there that got that? There's a few people. I think Pistol Pete has that sentence. There's a few people that got that sentence. I just think that that's an inhumane, treatment. Like, if you're already put away for life, why not monitor the phone conversations or be able to speak to other people? I just feel that they're losing their mind. You know what I mean? There's a story that his old lawyer, he wrote his old lawyer, and he sent an envelope with a bunch of dead roaches in it, and he said, "Look at my bros. This is what they did to me." And it's just, you start to see like the signs of him losing his mind. You know what I mean?
That's unfortunate.
It's just imagine being locked in a cell without being able to write, get magazines. Well, now I think they changed the restrictions recently. He was able to receive magazines, and he was able to, because he wasn't able to receive money either from people. So let's say, Blood had a big thing with drawing, and he loves to draw. So by him not being able to have material and things to draw and do things, imagine just sitting in a cell all day and not being able to do nothing but watch their educational programs. It's just, I just feel like a lot of the stuff is unfair. You're already put away for life, not saying that he shouldn't have some type of restrictions or have some type of monitoring or whatever if you feel, but to actually cut a person off, you basically buried alive.
Yeah, because we as human beings, we need that human interaction.
We need interaction. It's like, you ever saw that movie with Tom Hanks that he's stranded on the island?
Right.
And
Castaway.
Yeah, and the
Wilson
Spalding, the volleyball becomes his best friend. Bro, because he didn't have nobody. So imagine being in a cell. The guards ain't allowed to talk to you. Nobody's allowed to talk to you. You know what I mean? It's just like the mental the way your brain is gonna deteriorate over years and time. It's just like you're destroying somebody. For that, just give somebody a death penalty and put them out their fucking misery. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And I'm talking about myself. Instead of having a sentence like that, you might as well fucking give me the death penalty. What the fuck am I living for? I can't even talk to somebody. I can't have a pen pal. I can't do nothing.
Well, you're making them suffer even more.
Yeah, but that's inhumane treatment. If you don't do that,
that is definitely.
You don't do that to prisoners of war, to terrorists. How you gonna do that? Oh, because he's an urban terrorist. It's like, I don't know, bro. It's like, it's hard to put everything into words at one point, but being in prison is already a punishment in its own. He's not only in prison, he's in prison inside a prison that's inside a prison. Like, he can't just, once he leaves that level, remember, he showers in his cell, he eats in his cell, his recreation's in his cell, everything's in his cell. Like, how you not gonna go crazy? And he's been in there, he's been in ADX since what, 96? I think he got convicted 96 or 97. I don't remember the exact year.
So almost 30 years.
Almost 30 years in a cell. Come on.
Wow.
You should be able to work down some type of something. You know what I mean? At least have him be able to have. Pretty soon, he's already in his 60s. How much more does he have to live? I'm pretty sure Charles Manson and other serial killers have rights that they could speak, that they could go to church, that they could go and do different things. Why give somebody a sentence like that? Like, that shit is like, you really looked into it, you saw that it's one of the first sentences given since like World War II, right?
Right.
So it's
Why do you think that is that he was given that?
Because I think he really put the fear of God in a lot of these people to realize that all it takes is a pen to do a lot of different things. I think they were more scared of the movement that he was putting together. Look how strong the Kings were at that time when blood got taken down. We worldwide. It wasn't just, you know what I mean? Like, all right, the nation started in Chicago, but the movement that exploded came out of New York.
Right.
Look, that movement that went to Ecuador, it went to fucking Chile, it went to Colombia, it went to Venezuela, went to Spain, Costa Rica, Bolivia, it's in Australia, it's in England, it's all over the world, it's even in China. It's kind of scary, right? If you really look at it.
That's crazy.
So in their mind, you never know what they're thinking. Oh, what if they all get together and they put together a protest, or they put together they look at what can disrupt the government. You know what I mean? And I think they feared that a lot. The power that man had at one point, I think the government feared it, and I think that was their only way they couldn't execute him. So I think that was the way of dealing with the problem, silencing it. Even if you wrote a book, we won't be able to get the book. Even if you wrote a movie or a script, or like even with what was the Crip dude's name? The Tookie Williams.
Yeah, Tookie
wrote
Williams.
a couple of children's books.
Yep.
Things. We're never gonna know what blood as if he even wants to be known as King Blood anymore, because he might want to be known as Felipe, as Luis Felipe. You know what I mean? You don't know.
Right, because you don't even know how he feels.
Right. We don't know nothing about him. Nobody knows nothing about him. Even if it was a priest that was able to go and get his confession, or have, or rabbi, or imam, somebody religious that would be able to have some type of, I don't know, therapy or something with him. I don't know what else to say, but for him not to have contact, that's
crazy.
It's cruel and unusual punishment. Like. You don't even treat your dog like that. Dogs have more rights than some of these inmates,
Wow.
It's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, animals have more rights than some of these, well, I'm not even going to say inmate, prisoners. You know what I mean? Because it's just insane,
What kind of impact did Poe's song have at that time when it was released?
Had the boys following us.
What do you mean by that? The police was on you? The Alphabet Boys?
Bro, that shit got us so fucking hot, bro. Holy shit. That shit had niggas on fire.
Talk about it, man.
There's nothing to talk about. They was peeking out of every hole. It's not like we was doing anything. We was fucking with the music. It's just crazy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what's crazy is like the way, just because you represent something, or just because you believe in something, or whatever, they automatically associate you with a fucking criminal organization. That, all right, cool. There's some dudes that do it, there's some that don't. Some cops that take money, there's some that don't. It's like, but they bunch everybody together, and it's not like you're innocent till you prove them guilty. You fucking guilty till you prove yourself innocent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it gets, it's kind of, you start thinking about it like, bro, like, at the time I was still with my wife at the time, and it would be like, and where we lived at, there's not that much traffic. You know what I mean? We kind of live in suburbia, so you don't really see too much traffic. There'd be cars down the block, two dudes sitting in the car. You see a light up, a cigarette. Like, what the fuck? get in the car, go to 7-Eleven, all of a sudden the car's back behind you, like all type of weird shit. I come out the studio, you know, it was just a lot of different things going
Did
on.
you start waving to them?
Nah, I tried not. I tried not to be an asshole about it. They were just doing their job. They were doing their job, and I was just doing my job, staying out their way, bro. Having a
Right.
day, I actually felt very well protected by them. You know what I mean? I had security for free. So yeah, nah, it was for a little bit. Yeah, shit got a little bit, but you don't even know what it's about. Sometimes you don't even know if it's the music that you're doing, if somebody says something, or your
Right.
name came across a wire. You don't even know what the fuck is going on because I definitely wasn't moving no fucking weight. So it's like, fuck y'all fucking with me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like we over here trying to sell studio time. I mean, we fucked with weed a little bit, but that's about it.